it's it's a reflection of society. Leonardo DiCaprio and Wall Street Journal is a reflection of society. The portion of people who are actually so wrapped up in the rat race of money and fame and whatever is so small. Like, it's actually super, super tiny, but they're the ones on the movie screens.
Yeah.
They're the ones going after the big
even
whatever
on the news.
Yeah,
or...
like they would be the ones with charisma because they're trying to be charismatic specifically for this attachment and fame thing. Like anything like
or
that.
Politicized, whatever.
Yeah, like politicized. Like how the people are like, usually really good at talking and weaving their words around in a way to confuse the general populace. Hopefully we're not confusing people because we're just because of the topics we're talking about. But to be like, we are yes, it's ongoing and blah blah blah, like all the
just
loop
wordy
arounds that don't
stuff.
mean anything, and the people who talk a lot and get attention are not the smart ones. Like, they're not. If the best president in the world for any country is not going to be the one who ends up as president, because the one who ends up as president is going to be better at talking and presenting themselves and have money and marketing around them, etc., to make them the president. Like, the marketing, their personality and whatever they're honing in on to be marketed and etc., ends up at the forefront. And that percentage of the population that is actually like that is so dang tiny that the world is run by the pacificators. Like, those are the people who actually run the world. Is the people who are just wholesome and doing the right thing and pulling everyone up out of the misery piles of their own to give people mild hope throughout their days. Like, the people who do a good job at just presenting something that is worth anything at all. Like, they're the ones that run the world. Almost like Gandalf says, where it's like the heroes aren't the big ones on the forefront or whatever, but the small little activities that people do throughout the day. Whatever that quote is.
Yeah.
It's more dramatic than he's even putting it. Totally. It's like the heroes are literally just people who are good. They're the ones making the world turn in a functional way, and the reason why we're perpetuating towards goodness for the most part, despite everyone's general tendency to lean on and tend toward making dystopias in this peaceful world. Like, it's reflection of society would be, you make more movies that are not weird, one-off, stand on a hill, wise man on a hill type of movies, or things like Captain Fantastic or whatever, where they like take one really oddball and make a movie about it. You wouldn't take those particulars, like those weird things, in the same way that you don't need to take like
the negative particulars either.
Yeah, like Godzilla rampages through a city. You follow pretty normal people as they're trying to deal with this terrible Godzilla thingy. We could have the opposite. Like, you could have just those normal people. Good things happen instead. And you can make cool movies about that. Like, the average, the normal sports movie, like The Mighty Ducks or something, where they just, like, it's a team that's trying to, like, do good stuff. Instead of them have, like, be a bunch of idiots and have a bunch of rivals and, like, whatever else is going on in these movies, you have them intelligently try and figure out how to be a better team that doesn't end up with some gimmick like they're playing in a V, or some weird thing. Like, just have cool stuff and good people